What is up, principles of business? How you guys doing? Got a nice week of presentations coming up here. All right, starting tonight. It's Tuesday. Starting tonight at 5 o'clock, we have our first presentations. You do not need to log on to those unless you are presenting. However, I would appreciate to see some guys log on there if you have the time, if you're available, to see some of these presentations. It might be a good idea if you're presenting later in the week to get some ideas, right? To see what people did well, what you can improve upon. So I think that would be something that's important, all right? But, if you can't make it, that's understandable as well, all right? Tonight is 5 to 6. Wednesday is at 11, all right? And then Thursday we have another 5 to 6, and then Friday another one at 11, all right? AP guys, all right? If you want to sign up for Monday, totally fine with that. And if that doesn't fill up, in the next couple of days, other guys can sign up for Monday as well. I'm fine with that at this point. But just make sure that you have signed up or one of your group members. Okay, so we are going to do a lesson today. All right, I know we have presentations coming up. This is going to be a simple one, though, one that I think you will like. All right, and it falls under promotions. We're going to go to SWOT analysis very soon. All right, we're going to go into SWOT analysis. But before we do that, you won't be quizzed on this. I just think this is a cool little history. Not really history, but cool little lesson on, the logos of different companies, what they represent, and why the logo, the slogan, and the name of the company, right, that you choose is very important. It's very important. It conveys a message to the people, to your target market, right? So, logos, all right? Let's go into logos. What is it? And most of this is just going through different companies' logos. So the first part of this just kind of goes to the background of what a logo is and why it's important. And then I'm going to show you probably 10 different logos that you guys will be able to look at. And maybe you'll see some things that you never realized about the logos. All right, so what is a competitive image? It's made up of 3 components. All right, brand name. So a word or group of words used to distinguish product from competitors' products. Okay, so the brand name. All right, Nike, McDonald's, all right, all of these are brand names. Logo or trademark, all right, so Nike has the swoosh, right, the Nike swoosh, and then McDonald's has the golden arches, right. So the logo or trademark, a symbol associated with the product, and then the slogan, McDonald's, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it, right, it's their slogan. Nike, right, very famous slogan, just do it, right, short, catchy phrase attached to the product. So there you go, right? The big companies have that, right? And that's how you create a brand, right? If you ever watch Shark Tank, sometimes they say, you have a good product, but you don't have a brand, right? What they're saying is you don't have a strong brand behind it. All they have is just a product, right? You need to create a brand in order to sell that product because that's how people become familiar with who you are and what your products are, right? So, if I say, hey, Nike's coming out with a new product, you're not like, oh, sweet, a new car, right? You're like, oh, cool, it's going to be some kind of sporting apparel, right? Or equipment. All right, let's continue. So here we go, Vans, right? The brand name is Vans, right? That's the logo, right? You may, and they use the Vans symbol up at the top there as their logo sometimes, but that is their logo right there, right? And if you look at it, what is it, right? Hopefully, you said it kind of looks like a mountain, right? It kind of looks like a mountain maybe overlooking a lake. Right, it kind of looks like it almost looks like it's reflecting. That's kind of what I see. But I think it's a mountain, right? And to represent the outdoorsy, skater, snowboarder kind of vibe that Vans has going for it, right? And the slogan "Wish You Were Here," right, is coming from a famous Pink Floyd song actually back in the day. I don't know if that's where they got it, but that's a great song by Pink Floyd. "Wish You Were Here." But that's also a very powerful slogan there. When it comes to Vans, all right? All right, so we're just going to go through some of these, all right? And at the end of this, there's just a very brief assignment that I'm going to have you guys do. It's answering 2 questions, using sentences, and we'll get you a quick, easy completion grade. Hopefully you enjoyed this portion of it. We're going to look at some of these, right? This is McDonald's, right? The golden arches. I'm loving it, right? A very famous slogan for McDonald's. And true fact that worldwide, and I think I said this to you guys in class at one point this year, globally, the golden arches of McDonald's is more well known than the Christian cross. And if you think about that, Christianity, we're talking about Jesus and the Bible, right? McDonald's is more well known than the cross, right? So, if if you looked at it, people around the globe are going to recognize the arches. That's pretty incredible, right? So tells you what that brand has done. Apple, right? Apple, very famous logo as well, right? Notice that they always have it on the back of their phones. Otterbox, they have a cutout, right? The case Otterbox has a cutout so that you can see the apple, right? I don't know if that was something that Apple wanted them to do. Could be, right? They have the light, right? And this is very unnecessary if you really think about it from a functionality standpoint, right? Their MacBooks, right? They have a light for the apple on the outside, right? So when you're on your computer, it lights up and you can see that apple, right? Light up on the back of the computer monitor, right? That's important to them to have that really lit up so that people can see, hey, this is a Mac, right? It really establishes that this is our brand, and other people see it, recognize it, and that is again just a way of marketing, right? And their slogan there, think different. Great slogan there, right? Apple came out with a lot of revolutionary products. The first, the iPad, right? Came out, the only with the iPad, but came out the iPad, right? Started this whole tablet thing, right? That we have going. Obviously, the iPod, right, was a huge. I mean, for me back in the day, that was a huge product. Right? I was using CD Walkmans, and then the iPod came out. It was incredible. So think different, right? And this traces all the way back to when they were creating computers, right? And they were revolutionizing the computer industry, technology industry. All right, next one. So here we go. Hidden messages and logos. Okay, we're gonna look at some logos, and you know what? Maybe you knew this, maybe you didn't. All right. If you have any others that you know of, please comment on Google Classrooms. Right, would love to hear about them. Maybe update this PowerPoint so that we can get some new logos in there. But we're gonna go through a couple hidden messages and logos. So. And sorry, I have this as a PDF. I wish I could have you guys, try not to look at the bottom first, right? If you know this about FedEx, there's an arrow in the white space between the E and the X, right? The orange E and X there. Look at the white space there. You see an arrow, right? Maybe you've seen that before, maybe you haven't. If you've never seen that before, well, guess what? Every time a FedEx truck passes, I promise you will see it, right? Ever since I was told this probably 10, 15 years ago, I can't help but look at it, right? And I'm like, oh, there's that arrow, right? And I tell everybody, and they're like, yeah, you've told me before. So check that out, right? See that arrow, and I'll point to it. It's right, boom, right there. That's the arrow. All right, Baskin Robbins, right? Look at the pink in the Baskin Robbins, right? And if you cover the blue, it's actually the number 31, right? And what do we know about 31? It's famous for its 31 ice cream flavors. So they actually put the 31 right into the logo itself. Brilliant, right? Brilliant. I always thought this was just a BR. And again, it's subliminal, right? But once you catch on to it, you're like, oh, that's cool. And, you might say, well, if it's hard to see, why would they do that, right? Well, look, we're talking about it right now. That's part of marketing there, right? Like I just said about the FedEx truck. I've told so many people about the arrow in the FedEx truck when I was a kid and found that out. I said 10 years ago. It was probably 20 years ago. When I found that out, I was telling everybody about it, right? Again, it's kind of one of those cool things that once you figure it out, it starts spreading by word of mouth, right? It's effective. Now check this out. The tree stands out immediately, right? You can definitely see the tree. However, there's a gorilla and a lion contained in the white space. So there's a gorilla right here, and we have the lion right here in the empty space on the sides, right? You can see that. So this is for the Pittsburgh Zoo and Aquarium, right? The PPG Aquarium. Very, 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 very cool logo there, where it's kind of encompassing a lot there, showing the different animals, showing the wildlife, the tree, the birds flying out of it. It's beautiful. Okay. Tostitos, the T's. See the T's? They're people, right? They're sharing a chip, and the chip bowl is the I, right? It's the dotted I. So the sauceable, right? So it says the T's are sharing a chip over an I that is dotted with a sauceable. Pretty cool, right? I actually didn't realize that until I presented this a few years back, and it looks pretty obvious. I just never really thought about it or looked at it that hard, but pretty cool. All right, the Milwaukee Brewers. So I didn't know this either. That's definitely a baseball glove, right, with a ball in it. But look at this. An art history student designed the baseball glove logo for the Milwaukee Brewers, and it's composed of an M and a B for a 1977 logo contest. So if you can see this, right, I'll run my hand. There's the B, right, the B right there, and then behind it, the M, right, you can see that. So Milwaukee Brewers, MB, right? So pretty cool. Always thought it was just a glove and never realized that, but very creative. It's cool that the baseball, makes the circle there for the B. It's pretty neat. Almost done here. Next, all right, a chocolate kiss is formed between the K and the I. So this is something I didn't realize either. But if you look right here, right, it's a sideways Hershey kiss between the K and the I. Right. I mean, cool. Not the craziest thing in the world, right? Could have been an accident, honestly. Hey, I made a Hershey kiss. Well, it makes sense. It works there, right? I'm sure it wasn't an accident. People are very smart about these things, but yeah, that's something else there, right? Now I like this one a lot. Amazon offers everything from A to Z, and you see the A arrow to Z, right? Pretty neat that's what that arrow represents, right? It's a smiley in the commercials sometimes, right? It's a smiling arrow. But really what it represents, this is Amazon's slogan. Amazon offers everything from A to Z. A to Z. There's that arrow going from the A to the Z. Okay? All right, and this is it. We are done there. If you have any other logos that you know about, again, that are appropriate, that well, I don't know if any that are inappropriate, but if they're if you know of any that have maybe some subliminal messages in them, something that maybe other people don't realize, please comment. That'd be cool to hear about them, and we can look those up. Maybe I can update this. So Yahoo finally unveils its new logo. So this is from 2013. It's a while ago. Okay, this is now 7 years ago. So maybe I need to update this as well. But it's a good article. What has remained the same? How has the logo changed? Right? If you go, I'm going to post this as a homework assignment. You just have to answer those two questions. It's very simple. I want you to read the article though. At the bottom of the article, you will see the old logo, right? And then the new logo. Just if you read through it, it's very straightforward, right? And just what has remained the same and how has the logo changed? The logo hadn't been changed since, I think it says in the article, 1995, right? And just things get outdated. If you look at old sports uniforms and just the old logos for NFL teams and baseball teams, they always are developing and changing over the years as they kind of get stale and lost in the time period, right? Things are always being updated. So what has remained the same about the Yahoo logo? How has it changed? That's all you really have to answer, right? And it's just kind of getting you thinking about logos and getting your mind in the right spot there. All right, that's all I'm going to have you do today. I may also have you log in with your Google Classroom account and connect it to quizzes, right? I'm going to do a quizzes with you guys. Again, this is just going to be a completion assignment, something fun, and it's going to be a multiple choice questionnaire on logos. But that I will not upload that until tomorrow. All I'm asking you to do today is watch this video, answer those two questions at the end. I'll post the article and the link, and that's it. Fellas, I hope you guys are doing well. I look forward to hearing your projects. Good luck with those. If you have any questions, anything, please let me know. If you, let's say you're presenting on Friday and you have a question, right, about your presentation, or, hey, do I need to have this, or, is it okay if I don't do this, or I don't know, whatever. If you have any questions, log on to one of the presentations. They're not going to be long. We have like 4 people, I think three groups presenting today, right? That's like a maximum time of 30 minutes in my opinion, right? That's if each person does a 10-minute presentation. And I don't have any length requirements, right? You guys just present it, get the information out there to the class, all right? But yeah, if you have any questions, log on to one of these meetings in the next couple days, and that's it, all right? Hope you guys are doing well. Miss you. We'll talk to you soon.